What's good, greatness gang? Welcome back to another reaction. And today, I'm finally getting to it. The Long Pond Studio Sessions. And this video was requested from Rennie. I thank you, Rennie, for your contribution to the channel. So here we are. Long Pond Studio Sessions from the legend herself, Taylor Swift. So the songs that Rennie requested is This Is Me Trying and Exile featuring Bon Iver. I hope I'm saying his name right. I heard two other songs from Bon Iver. One was on Kanye West's album, ironically. And the other was, I think the guy is James Blake, I think the song is called like We Need a Forest Fire or something like that. But other than that, I don't know too much about Bon, but I'm getting to know a lot about Taylor, and I'm about to get to know more because in these clips I seen that she's going to be breaking down the song or talking about the song, something like that. So I'm assuming this is more of her intimate tracks. I'm excited to get into it because a long time since my first Taylor Swift reaction, you all been requesting these songs in general, so I'm finally getting to it. So subscribe, like the video, and once again thank you to Rennie for getting us to this Long Pond studio session.
I'd been thinking about addiction, and I've been thinking about people who, if they're either suffering through mental illness or they're suffering through addiction, or they have an everyday struggle. No one pats them on the back every day, but every day they are actively fighting something. But there are so many days that nobody gives them credit for that.
Yeah.
And so how often must somebody who's in that sort of internal struggle must want to say to everyone in the room, you have no idea how close I am to going back to a dark place, or you have no idea.
Or you have no idea how hard it is to get to the point where you guys think is still shitty.
Yes.
Like, I think about that a lot. Like, the idea of doing your best or trying is one that only a person knows, and you know when you're doing it. And it's so hard, which is what I get from that song, when you're doing your damn best and it's not good enough.
Yep.
And it rarely is.
Oh, so they coming in with a hard-hitting conversation. So I guess this is about to be a pretty serious song.
Yeah.
But it's, and then it's a very isolating feeling, which I think is funny because it actually is the thing that binds all of us. Is we're all like doing our best and feeling like it's not even close to good enough.
Yeah, I had this idea that the first verse would be about someone who is in a sort of a life crisis and has just been trying and failing in their relationship, has been, messing things up with people they love, has been letting everyone down, and kind of has driven to this overlook, this cliff, and is just in the car going, I could do whatever I want in this moment, and it could affect everything forever. But this person backs up and drives home, and
yeah, I love that. The idea that not driving off the cliff is an act of trying.
Yeah.
Which is almost the ultimate act of trying.
Yeah. And then the second verse is about, someone who felt like they had a lot of potential in their life. I think there are a lot of mechanisms for us in our school days, in high school or college, to excel and to be patted on the back for something. And then I think a lot of people get out of school and there are less abilities for them to get gold stars.
Yeah.
And then you have to make all these decisions and you have to pave your own way, and there's no set class course you can take, and and I think a lot of people feel really swept up in that. And so I was thinking about this person who is really lost in life and then starts drinking, and every second is trying not to.
Yeah.
Before we get into the song, sorry to interrupt it right there because I see that it was going into a dramatic build up, a nice transition into the song, but yeah, sometimes we overlook the act of trying And it's kind of like I think it might have been an interview clip that I was listening to from Kobe Bryant. I think it was him, but I'm pretty sure other successful people have also had these same thoughts, that like when you're on a journey to greatness and success, you get so caught up in the end goal, all the shiny things, the accolades, the success. But greatness is actually the stuff in between, the journey, the failures, the losses, the roadblocks, the pit stops, and how do you bounce back from those moments. That is what really defines like strength and power and the beauty inside of you. And like how Taylor said, people don't get enough credit for trying. It could be the little small things daily, and like not giving up. Like I go through struggles myself. I'm human, just like everyone else. And just want to briefly say, like, last year was like pretty tough for me, but what made me proud, like later down the line, and I was able to like realize this now, I wouldn't be able to realize this years ago if I was going through something. I realized that I was trying, and that was the win and beauty and the bounce back. Like I wasn't like, oh, I want to get out of this. It's like, no, I know I'm going through something, but I'm trying each day, even if it's something very small. Like I gave myself credit. But not to get too deep in this, but I just wanted to like show you how like what she said resonated with me.
I've been having a hard time adjusting. I had the shiniest wheels, now they're rusting. I didn't know if you'd care if I came back. I have a lot of regrets about that. Pulled the car off the road to the lookout. Could've followed my fears all the way down. And baby, I don't quite know what to say, but I'm here in your doorway. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying.
I like the subtleness of the guitar creeping in there.
They told me all of my cages were mental, so I got wasted like all my potential. And my words shoot to kill when I'm mad. I have a lot of regrets about that. I was so ahead of the curve became a sphere. Fell behind all my classmates and I ended up here, pouring out my heart to a stranger. But I didn't pour the whiskey, I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. I just wanted you to know.
I like that line right there. Instead of like running to your vices, she was saying how she's showing vulnerability, and that's a big thing, actually letting something out. And I know me as a man, that can be tough for us a lot of the time. So yeah,
this is me trying. At least I'm trying.
I like the even though the piano is pretty emotional, I like the rhythm of it. The rhythm of it. He's kind of giving like a little dance rhythm. It's subtle and not overpowering to what she's doing and the emotion of the song. But do you hear it?
And it's hard to be at a party when I feel like an open wound. It's hard to be anywhere these days when all I want is you. You're a flashback and a film reel on the one screen in my town. And I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. At least I'm trying.
This is me trying, Taylor Swift. We're gonna get into the next song, but just want to say, if you going through anything, don't give up. Reach out to people who love you, whether that's in person or if you could connect with people online, or write down your thoughts in a journal. I hope it gets better for you, whatever you're going through. All right, the next song is Exile.
I only wish our other
Featuring Bon Iver.
Justin
Who?
Vernon and William Bowery.
Justin is one of the greatest ever. William, I never got to meet.
There's been a lot of discussion about William Bowery and his identity, because it's not a real person.
It's not?
Jack,
I'm doing a bit.
the bit, that would have gone on forever.
What?
Who?
When?
So, William Bowery is Joe, as we know. And Joe plays piano beautifully, and he's always just playing and making things up and kind of creating things. And Exile was crazy because Joe had written that entire piano part, that dun 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 dun, and it was singing the Bon Iver part, that I can see you standing, honey, with his arms around your body, laughing, but the joke's not funny at all. And
Lyrics too?
Yeah, he was just singing it the way that the whole first verse is.
Wow.
And so I was entranced and asked if we could keep writing that one. And it was pretty obvious that it should be a duet, because he's got such a low voice and it sounded really good sung down there and in that register. And then we're really, really, really big Bon Iver fans, and you know.
Oh, it's Bon Iver.
Knows him. But I was too afraid to suggest it. But I just, when I sent it to Aaron, I was like, this is hopefully a duet. I don't know who would it be with? Who do you think would be good with this? And Aaron was like, I think Justin would love this.
And you're like, really? Okay, that could be interesting.
I couldn't say it. I couldn't say
really?
it.
Is that really what happened?
No, I couldn't say it with words, because if I would have said it and he would have gone to Justin and Justin would have said no, it would have hurt too much.
Interesting.
And when we talked about it, I was like, I think he's gonna be really inspired by this.
So wait, Taylor Swift is afraid to ask people for collaborations? I'm pretty sure nobody is saying no to her.
And then we sent it to him, and he was. And then the process of working on it, and what he sent back, and he wrote, like, you didn't ask him to write anything, but he wrote this, like,
he wrote this amazing bridge. He wrote, so step right out, there is no amount, and like that whole bit. I kept thinking, this isn't really going to happen. Like, Justin is going to change his mind about this, because this isn't a part of my reality. There's no way that this is going to happen. He's gonna record the vocals and then decide he doesn't want to be on the record, and then that just never happened. Like, he just is on the album, and he's just the coolest, and that.
All right, that was the clip for how the song came about, but let's get into the song. Like the video, subscribe to the channel.
I can see you standing, honey, with his arms around your body, laughing, but the joke's not funny at all. And it took you 5 whole minutes to pack us up and leave me with it, holding holding all this love out here in the hall.
Why you have a mask on?
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. You're not my homeland anymore. So what am I defending now? You are my town. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before.
No, man, I love stuff like that. I definitely got to rewind that. You all didn't tell me that that was going to be on there. We just not going to pass over that. Rennie, why didn't you warn me that he was about to do that?
Who am I defending now? You are my town. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before.
Oh my God.
I can see you stare around, honey, like he's just your understudy, like you'd get your knuckles bloody for me. Second, third, and 100th chances, balancing on breaking branches. Those eyes add insult to injury. I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. I'm not your problem anymore. So who am I offending now? You were my crown. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before, so I'm leaving out the side door.
So step right out. There is no amount of crying I can do for
all this time.
We always walked a very thin line. You didn't even hear me out. You never gave no warning sign. All this time.
I wonder if he wearing that mask for engineering purposes so his voice could sound a certain way.
I never learned to read your mind. I couldn't turn things around. You never gave no warning signs.
So many signs.
So many signs. So many signs.
You didn't even see the signs.
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. You're not my homeland anymore. So what am I defending now? You are my town. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out.
I think I've seen this film before.
Oh, she's killing this.
Out the side door.
So step right out. There is no amount of crying I can do for
All this time.
you. We always walked a very thin line. You didn't even hear me out.
Didn't even hear me
You never
out.
gave no warning
I've seen
signs.
so many
All this
signs.
time, I never learned to read your
Never
mind.
learned to read my
I couldn't
mind.
turn things
Never
around.
turn things
You
around.
never gave no warning
I've seen
signs.
so many
All this
signs. So many signs.
So many signs.
Wow. Perfection. Exile. I took a brief second while the song was playing to add this song to my personal playlist immediately. This is the first Taylor Swift song that I really, really, really like. That duet, perfect. Thank God she asked him for that duet. We would have never got this greatness right here. But man, their voices mesh so well together. Lyrics of the song, the emotion, everything. I don't really gotta go too in depth with this, but I love how she broke down the songs and really let you get her perspective as a writer and stuff like that. Yeah, I like when artists do that, especially when they're on that high of a level. Really let you pick their brains and see how they view things, and also see that they're human as well. So that first song was really relatable for me. So thank you again, Rennie, for suggesting these two powerful songs. Let me know what to react to next, everyone. Subscribe to the channel. I love you guys.